Welcome back to another special episode of Triggered Happy. Today we're doing a Christmas theme, as you can see. Also, pal here, Pistol Pete, is filling in for Mad Dog Magra.
Pistol? Not really down for guns, and it's kind of offending me a little bit, actually.
All right, man. Well, I'm Smitty Claus, and here we go.
You know, I've watched some of your guys' videos, and honestly, they're highly offensive.
Yeah, it's kind of the concept. It's getting people triggered.
Yeah, well, I think I'm going to take over this time, and we're going to talk about what triggers me about Christmas.
Okay, let's get into it then, all right?
So, to start off, gingerbread men, what's that all about?
Well, it's a cookie. It's made with ginger. It's the shape of a human, a man.
What about gingerbread women?
You could decorate it. If you want to make a woman, you could draw a vagina on it.
Vagina isn't what makes a woman.
Women have vaginas. Babies come out. I'm sure you went to sex ed and you learned that there's, Y chromosomes.
Honestly, there's so much wrong with what you just said. I can't even. I think that they should just be called gingerbread people. We already live in this toxic masculinity. Really, we're just pushing misogyny by doing that. So
all right, well, do whatever the you want in your household. I'm gonna have me a gingerbread man. There's a song called the gingerbread man song.
Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man.
Oh, don't get me started on Christmas songs, okay? Because that's my next point. What's up with White Christmas?
Snow's white.
That has nothing to do with it. The reason that it's called White Christmas is because Christmas is only for white people.
First off, that's a mistake. I don't know what you're talking about. Christmas takes place typically in the winter. Normally during December, it snows for most states in North America.
Well, I actually didn't see that because I was actually over in Africa. I was helping out.
Oh, you're celebrating Kwanzaa.
If I did celebrate a holiday, I probably would celebrate Kwanzaa first.
Okay, what about Jewish holidays? Is that okay?
They're white.
Not all of them. I think that's actually being racist because Sammy Davis Jr. was a black man. He was Jewish.
Sammy Davis Jr. was white also because he was part of white man's music scene at the time. And he was just pushing white supremacy.
So what you're saying is he's basically an Oreo.
No, that's really offensive, actually.
I don't know if this is gonna work out, man. We're already getting some conflict going. I'm trying to get the show going, and you're just f***ing being an asshole right now.
You need to calm down. It's really making me feel uncomfortable. I don't even know if I can do this show.
We got to discuss some things, work some things. I think we have an understanding now. And we're gonna give you guys a good show, all right? I got one for you. Mistletoes, right? That's a Christmas tradition. A woman stands underneath it. A man comes over, approaches, and kisses her. Pretty romantic, right?
Definitely, if you're into sexual assault.
Wait, what?
A woman just happens to be standing under a plant, and that gives the man the right to come over and kiss her.
She's underneath it. Everyone knows, that's the tradition. You stand underneath the mistletoe, you're gonna get kissed.
I guess women should just stay inside, and they shouldn't go anywhere, so they're not safe anywhere.
I think she's safe. Maybe just, move. If you're just standing there, you're asking for it. God damn it. You know what? I'm just going to let you take over because obviously everything I'm doing is pretty offensive, so...
Alright, the next thing, we need to talk about Mrs. Claus. Mrs. Claus stays home all year, and she's forced to just cook for all these elves and do all the homework. And Santa Claus, every Christmas, he gets to go out and he gets to fly around, drop off all the presents, he gets to do all the fun stuff, and Mrs. Claus is just left at home. She's held under by the patriarchy of Christmas, where men control everything.
A couple issues with that. One, you're just assuming that. Secondly, I believe Santa Claus's job is to go out and deliver these presents. If he doesn't deliver these presents, guess what? Mrs. Claus has no fucking house. What's she gonna do? She has no real skills. She can work with the f***ing elves, but I don't see her jumping up to do that. Third, behind every strong man, she's an even stronger woman. You think Santa Claus wants to just sit around and deal with all these damn elves all day? They're complaining. You got f***ing little Bobby over here, not paid enough. He's angry at Santa Claus, so he's got to deal with him, go to HR. So Mrs. Claus is there for him to cry to at night. Let out his frustrations.
So, well, speaking of elves, that's like slavery. They're forced to make toys for all these different people. They work day in and day out. The only day they get off is Christmas because they've done their work already. That's just insane.
It's called a f***ing job. I mean, they have families. They have to provide, right? I don't know if you know the origins of elves, but it's a very traumatic one. They were outcasted years ago. Santa rolls up, sees all these elves. You know, they're all beat up. They're tiny. They can't defend for themselves. They're getting jumped by the Jewish kids. So Santa rolls up and is like, hey, man, check this. You know, those Jewish kids, they've been f***ing with me for far too long. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to do is everyone who's not Jewish, I'm going to give them presents. He's like, I need you little motherfuckers to help me out. The elves are like, oh, man, please, thank you. You know, all we ask is for some shelter. You know, kick in like, look, man, we got some reindeer friends, and they can help you too. And Santa says, yeah, we're about to roll up on these Jewish kids and make them all feel bad.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, elves, they're like their own race. Basically, Santa just forced them to come work for him for free. I don't see them getting paid. Who's paying for all this?
Well, I mean, is Santa getting paid?
Probably. He probably has, like, investments or, like, probably has, like, you know, money from his family that he inherited.
Well, first off, that I believe that is racist for you just assume that he inherited money because he's white. Also, elves are not a race. That is more like a species. They're f***ing elves.
They're
man.
people, too!
I don't think so.
Why does Santa always have to be white anyways? There should be Black Santa, there should be, like, Mexican Santa.
See, here's the thing: is his name is Santa Claus, right?
Yeah.
How many black people do you know with the last name Claus?
Actually, I know a guy who, his brother-in-law is friends with this guy who's black and German, and his last name is Claus. So
He was adopted, and that's obvious. Is it racist that a white family adopts a black baby?
yeah, because it's like Santa Claus basically, the white savior coming to save the little elves. It's like the same thing.
I think we finally found something we agree on.
Yes.
Adoption is the devil. Don't do it. I feel like we should give something back to you guys for listening and following along. My man Pistol Pete here has a killer eggnog recipe.
I thought we talked about the pistol thing.
Just go with it, man.
Alright, well, so I'm vegan, and I know a lot of you guys out there probably are vegans also because, you know, killing animals is bad. Animal fats are horrible for you. Like, there's literally nothing good about it. I think in honor of Christmas, I have this holiday eggnog that I like to make. It's really simple. All you do is you get a big jug and you just put a bunch of soy in it, and that's it.
That sounds terrible. I don't know. I don't really know how to take you in right now. You know, you're throwing out some crazy shit. It's quite upsetting to me, to be honest.
I mean, not everybody can be this woke.
You know, you come in here, you tell me, you know, you're gonna do this f***ing eggnog thing and this recipe, and you just f***ing soy, no cinnamon, no sugar, like nothing.
All of that comes from slave labor.
Slave labor. Why don't you rethink your existence, huh? Buddy? Coming in here all pompous. Your little f***ing quips. I'm gonna disrespect our show. You know what, man? Like, you know, I was really excited about having you on. You know, Maker told me about Mr. Positive Pete here. I even took the initiative myself to get you a gift. I went and downloaded Michael Bublé's version of Baby It's Cold Outside. I figured, hey, you know what?
Baby It's Cold Outside? Probably the most misogynistic song that was ever recorded. The lyrics are disgusting. Basically, this girl shows up to a party. She's having a good time. She's, you know, doing her thing, which is a woman should be able to do whenever she wants. She's trying to leave, and this man won't let her leave. She keeps saying, oh, you know, I gotta get up early in the morning, and he's like, baby, it's cold outside, though. Yeah, but my parents are gonna be up, and they're gonna be waiting for me, and he's like, it's cold out. She takes a sip of her drink, and she's like, oh my god, what's in this drink? Like, he drugs her, basically. Then when it gets to the end, she finally caves to the pressure, and she's forced to stay there and be assaulted.
You might actually have a point here. I never really thought about the song too much. I just thought it was a nice little present to give you. That's kind of how Bill Cosby treated women. Now this song makes sense.
Speaking of presents, I mean, it was really nice of you to think about me and get me a present, but that's just another thing that's wrong with Christmas. Last year, my parents got me an iPad 2. An iPad 2! Do you know how old that is? Like, what am I supposed to do with that?
I can't do this anymore. I'm done. I'm out.
Where are you going? Well, as you can see, Christmas is horrible. Everybody hates it, and if you don't, you should. It's just a misogynistic, racist, and it's all part of the patriarchy. all led by some big white man who enslaves elves, and he has the audacity to go into someone's house and call them a hoe. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. So think about that.